Hello, welcome to Denitra's channel, all about Purrdiie Burrdie. I'm Denitra Hunter and welcome to episode 3. This episode is going to be all about me drawing Purrdiie Burrdie, coloring her in, and bedazzling her. This is something I do all the time with my littles. Mainly we color her and bedazzle her. So every Friday is Purrdiie Burrdie Friday. What does that mean? That means I have a fun day, a fun morning plan for my littles. And so every other Friday when I can with the kids, I bring out my spinning wheel and I have stations for my littles. So there's my game bedazzle time, there's tracing affirmations and positive words, there's listening to affirmation song by Snoop Dogg, which I love. And then there's a magic game, puzzle, and at the end they get to earn jewels for their Purrdiie Burrdies. But the other Fridays, as long as they color their Purrdiie Burrdies, they get to bedazzle her. So Purrdiie Burrdie's all about the bedazzle. She loves the sparkle, she loves to shine. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. I teach self-love to kids in the very simplest way. In my book, Purrdiie Burrdie, I Love Myself, can you see kids learn the simple thing to say, I love myself. You'd be surprised how many kids will not say those words to themselves. They'll say it to their parents. They'll say they love their toys. They'll say they love everything but themselves. So I am on a mission to teach children just to say they love themselves, and then also to show them what that means, because you cannot just say you love yourself without actually doing the work. And I also teach kids that self-love is work. It takes work, but it's fun work. And through Purrdiie Burrdie, she teaches them through her love for herself how fun loving yourself is. So when you think of Purrdiie Burrdie, I want you to think of yourself, because Purrdiie Burrdie's always thinking of you, but she's always thinking of herself too. So please draw and color Purrdiie Burrdie with me. Hang her on your wall and let this be your symbol for self-love. Like when you see her, remember how much you gotta love yourself, how much you do love yourself, and what can you do in the moments of your day to show yourself love. One of the ways I love to give myself self-love is coloring. Coloring is one of my favorite pastimes, and it just relaxes me. It really does. And there are a lot of benefits to coloring. So after we draw Purrdiie Burrdie, we're going to color her in and we'll do some affirmations. All right, let's get started. Now, work with me with my tech. I'm just going to get it started here. So, started a little earlier, but let's see. Working with this camera tripod. I got some pencils and this time it should work just right. It's a little dark now, but all right, I think this should be a great angle. And I got some colored pencils to color her in. Oops. Okay. All right, let's get started. So, love drawing Purrdiie Burrdie with Sharpie. So make sure you grab your pencil and your pen and draw her. And if you do draw her, please share it with me. I would love to see it. I'm thinking of hosting some monthly coloring contests. Okay, so I just start out with kind of like a half a circle, and then kind of a rainbow for her eye. Looks like a rainbow. Okay, then we're gonna go for her beak. Okay, and then we're gonna make her neck. And this is the fun thing about Purrdiie Burrdie, is you can make her however you want to. This is just the way I do it. Over the years, little kiddos have drawn me Purrdiie Burrdie and given me their versions, and they're all over my studio. We're gonna make her a little dress. Okay, and we're gonna close it and close her eye. And we're going to draw her heart, because everybody needs a heart, even Purrdiie Burrdie. Even though she's a doodle, she still needs a heart. It's on her cheek. Then I'm going to draw her wings. And this tutorial is in my book, Purrdiie Burrdie, I Love Myself, Can You See? And if you cannot purchase the book, that's okay. Episode 2 is the reading of my book, so check that out. And there's a page where it shows you how to draw Purrdiie Burrdie. If you do purchase my book, please don't purchase it through Amazon, because I have no idea who and how that works and how they're getting my books. They can even sell them cheaper than me. It's so weird. I don't understand the world of commerce when it comes to all that. But I do know if you support me through my website, I definitely get paid. Okay. I'm going to make her eyelashes. And then I'm going to make her shoes. And then I do a kind of little bow right there. The fun thing about Purrdiie Burrdie is she loves to be bedazzled. And something I always tell my littles is, okay, once you color her in, she's going to fly off the page and say, thank you so much for freeing me. They always look at me and laugh. And some of them actually believe it. So I'm wanting to make that happen. Pretty soon, me and my daughter are working on some animation stuff, so she actually told me she can make that work for me, so we just gotta really make it happen at some point, but it's definitely gonna happen. I'm gonna draw her, I'm gonna color her in, I'm gonna bedazzle her, and then she's gonna fly away and go have a fun day loving herself, because that's what she loves to do. It's her favorite pastime. What's your favorite pastime? Okay, so I do her hair. Now I kind of got a little fancy and I went a little fast, but I always sign my art. Denitra Hunter. Make sure you sign yours, but please don't try to sell my Purrdiie Burrdies. This is just for fun. This is not so that you can go and make your own business off of my character. Please don't do that. That would break my heart. This is my life's work, this character here, and it took me a long time to get to where I'm at. So please be respectful and just do this for fun. Do this for you. Do this as my Purrdiie peep. Or if you're just an onlooker and just having some fun and not a subscriber, please just be respectful of my work. And my copyright, I do have several copyrights in the Library of Congress. I did register Purrdiie Burrdie to be trademarked many years ago. Okay, so there we go. And then Alright, there she is now. We're going to make her come to life. So that's how I draw Purrdiie Burrdie, step by step. Now let's color her in. So I got a brown, some pinks, an orange, and a blue. I love to color her eye in with brown. So instead of doing it with black, since we're going to color her. Alright, now let's do some affirmations. I am enough. I have enough. I do enough. I am enough. I have enough. I do enough. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. I was created for a purpose, and nothing can replace me. I forgive myself for mistakes. I forgive others when they make mistakes. When I feel like crying, I cry because crying is good for me. Alright, I always color Purrdiie Burrdie brown. So I'm doing her face. I'm doing all the browns right now. So I did her eye brown, and then I did her neck, and now I'm doing her face. So we'll repeat those affirmations again. I'm loved, loving, and lovable. I am enough. I have enough, I do enough. I was created for a purpose and nothing can replace me. I always do my very best. I cry when I feel like crying. Crying is good for me. I express my emotions and I tell others how I feel. I believe in myself. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am creative. I am unique. I am one of a kind. There's nobody in the world who can be me. I am the only me that there ever will be. She's coming together nicely. I would love to do a raffle for, maybe I'll do a monthly raffle. Maybe if that's something you'd like, put it in the comments and maybe it's something I'll do. Right now I know I'm building my following, so but yeah, if you're listening and you're following along and you would like to win this Purrdiie Burrdie, then I don't know, maybe we could pick a number between 1 and 100 or something like that, or 1 and 150. 100, 1 to 150 or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I think that'll be fun stuff for the future of Purrdiie Burrdie, because the future of Purrdiie Burrdie is always bright. Okay, let's get back to those affirmations. I am loved, loving, and lovable. I was created for a purpose and nothing can replace me. I always do my very best. Okay, now I'm gonna just do her dress pink. There's something on my board. That's okay. I don't have to, I don't want to move it too much. Okay, I'm doing her shirt pink and something on there. All right, and then I like to kind of combine colors sometimes, so I'm going to add some green in there to give it a little bit of making it green. I'm just kind of using the colors I have. I'm going to do orange. Something that I've been learning as a preschool teacher is that little kids have been like, there was a little that was so upset, and she's such a good colorer. She loves coloring. But last week when I was doing my spinning wheel, it was Purrdiie Burrdie Friday, last Friday, and I brought out the spinning wheel, and one of the colors, so I do it by colors with the spinning wheel. And so whatever color it was like, okay, learn to draw Purrdiie Burrdie. And so what I do is I let one kid do, we all spin the wheel once, and then whatever is on, whatever color, then we all do that thing. So if it's pink and it's pink is draw Purrdiie Burrdie, then we'll all go over and we'll draw Purrdiie Burrdie. And or if it's memory game, we'll all go over and we'll play the memory game in the morning. So I'm an opener, so I'm like an aide. I am a teacher, but it's not like my classroom. But it's fun nonetheless. Anyway, I get to do fun things as like the before the day starts with the preschoolers. So before, I work 7 to 12, Monday through Friday, I'm part-time. Anyway, all that to say, when it was time to draw Purrdiie Burrdie, there was like 3 boys at the table and there was 1 little girl, and they were all like looking at hers because she's like super creative. She always loves to do art projects and stuff, but she was like very private. She was very serious about her Purrdiie Burrdie, and I noticed it immediately because she always wants to like, whatever project I do, she wants to do it. And I have never seen her not have confidence in her Purrdiie Burrdie or anything that she's done. But it was like her first time actually learning to draw Purrdiie Burrdie. And so she was just like crying. Like I noticed, I went over, and because it was like breakfast time and it was time to put the things away, and I had noticed like she had started it like 3 times, and I was just like, hey. And I always encourage them, because, and I don't even draw her like how perfect I'm drawing right now. I don't do that for the preschoolers. I draw her very, very, very basic, rough, so that they can see that, hey, I can do this too. I don't do it perfect, because I don't want them to think that they can't do it perfect, even though some of them do it really good. But I teach them through, you know, basic things like, okay, she just kept starting over, and I was like, it's, you know, I always tell them, I've been drawing Purrdiie Burrdie a long time. Before you were even born, I was doing Purrdiie Burrdie. And she was just so sad. And it wasn't, I've just been noticing that with some littles. And so anyways, I took her Purrdiie Burrdie because she wanted to try it again. But this time, instead of me teaching her, she wanted to look in the book. And so she looked in the book, and she was doing it step by step. And she still wasn't there yet. So one of the ways that I like to teach children confidence, to build confidence in the things they're doing, is to teach them that it's okay to cry. But I tell them that the crying isn't going to help them get better at things. The crying is good because you need to let it out. But in order to get better at what you're doing, you're going to have to keep trying. Because crying, go ahead and cry. But let's try. Let's try again. Let's keep working at it. Let's keep practicing. And the more you practice anything you do, the better you're going to get at it. It's been something that I've been noticing actually a lot, not just with her, but the little boys as well. And like I'd like to bring little books in that teach them how to draw, say, cars and motorcycles. And there was this other little, and he was so upset about not being able to do this motorcycle. And I did it too, and it was like, I'm not the best like at drawing certain things. Like, I'm very hyper focused on what I do. Like, I've been practicing Purrdiie Burrdie for many years, so I'm really good at Purrdiie Burrdie. But if you see my first drawings of Purrdiie Burrdie, they don't look like this. They don't, in my mind, the vision, like, I realize with the vision, it's like when you have a vision, you see something that other people don't see. So in my mind, Purrdiie Burrdie always looked like this, but in my drawings, she didn't. And I'll show y'all that at some time soon. I'll show y'all a little, yeah, I'll do a little flip through of some of my earlier work, because this channel is all about Purrdiie Burrdie. So now I'm just kind of mixing in the colors that I have. I wish I had yellow, but it's okay. It's not about perfect, because it don't got to be perfect to be Purrdiie. That's Purrdie's motto. Okay, and I'm really happy with that. So sometimes I have the kids do other things, but I think I'm going to grab the gems. Oh, this is getting very long. So I think I'm going to end it there, and maybe next week we'll bedazzle, because I think I got to go pick up my husband from work. But thank you so much for being here. It's Purrdiie Burrdie Friday. Remember to love, learn, play, create, sing, dance, celebrate who you are. You are a shining stellar star. Yes, you are. Episode 3, we're done, and I'm out. And here we go. This is my Purrdiie Burrdie. If you made a Purrdiie Burrdie, please show me in the comments. I would love to see your Purrdiie Burrdies. And until next Friday, peace, love, and hugs. I love you. Please love you YouTube. All right.